Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome back to our home economics online class. So we are now in fourth quarter, school year 2021. Okay, I am Miss Mayra Alfonte, your teacher in home economics. Okay, so this fourth quarter, our specialization is bread and pastry production. Introduction to bread and pastry production. Bread and pastry production in situ, also known as baking and pastry production in situ, is a technical vocational program that develops the skills of students in preparing and producing bakery, pastry products, cakes, and desserts. Students are also taught about different presentation methods, sanitation, and safety. Okay, bread. So let us define what is bread. So here are some example of our bread. We have the sliced bread, toasted bread, and others. So bread is a staple food prepared from a dough of flour and water, usually by baking. Throughout recorded history, it has been a prominent food in large parts of the world. Pastry. Pastry is a dough of flour, water, and shortening that may be savory or sweetened. Sweetened pastries are often described as baker's confectionery. So these are some examples of our pastries. The word pastry suggests many kinds of baked products made from ingredients such as flour, sugar, milk, butter, shortening, and baking powder or eggs. The difference between bread and pastry is not just the process but also in proportions and ingredients. Some basic and simplified descriptions. Bread is made of flour and water with a little yeast and salt. Lots of water is added. Relative to the amount of flour, usually around 3 parts of water to 5 parts of flour. Some fat can be added but in small quantities. The dough is mixed thoroughly and kneaded to develop lots of gluten. Bubbles in the bread are produced by kneading and yeast. Bread in all its various forms is the most widely consumed food in the world. Not only it is an important source of carbohydrates, it's also portable and compact, which helps to explain why it has been an integral part of our diet for thousands of years. In fact, recent scholarship suggests humans started baking bread at least 30,000 years ago. Pastry is made of flour and fat with a little water. Proportions vary, but 2 parts of flour is to 1 part is typical. Pastry dough is kept cool when the fat is mixed in to create flakes of dough separated by fat, like for example the biscuits, which makes it crumbly and crisp. Pastry dough is mixed and manipulated as little as possible to avoid developing the gluten and making it tough and chewy. Let us now proceed to the importance of bread and pastry production. First, get acquainted with your bakery, especially the tools and equipment that we are going to use in baking. Number 2, improve baking skills. Number 3, promote self-esteem. Number 4, encourage cultural awareness. And number 5, start a baking career. Okay, so there are lots of job opportunities in bread and pastry productions. So here are some. The first one is we have the kitchen helper. So the kitchen helper is the one who clean and sanitize the kitchen equipment and assist in basic food preparation like for measuring the ingredients. Number 2 is we have the factory bakers. work for bread factories using machinery to produce bread and pastry products. Next is we have the cake decorator. Cake decorator is the one who decorates the cakes using a variety of tools, materials, and food items. Number 4 is the pastry chef. Pastry chef is in charge of and trained in the production of desserts. Number 5. In-store bakers. Produce bread and baked goods in retail store. We also have the line cook, a station chef designated to take charge of a certain area of food production such as cake and desserts. Number 7, bakery sanitation manager. Bakery sanitation manager is responsible for general sanitation. In number 8, we have the bakery technologist. So they are the one responsible for the development, creating, launching, and implementing new products. And number 9, caterer. Plans, makes, transport, and serve food for meetings, parties, weddings, and etc. And then the last one, number 10, bakery owner, an entrepreneur who creates signature baked goods, build their brand, and manage the business side of the shop. So those are some of the job opportunities that we have in bread and pastry production. Okay, so that's all for today. That's all for the introduction of the bread and pastry production. So thank you and God bless everyone. Keep safe.